This is the new Knaus Starclass 560, hot off the press. This is a pre-production model, just launched. You won't even see it in the 2016 brochures, it's so new. This is the 560 fixed double bed model. There's also a fixed single bed model, roughly with the same layout if that's your preference. So let's take a closer look and see what it's all about. Now this is a manufacturer that has built its reputation on producing really well built caravans, and I have to say the new Starclass doesn't let the side down in any way. It's really beautifully presented inside and out, and everything is of marvellous quality, from the heavy duty corner steadies to the stunningly thick aluminium sidewalls. And inside, if you open the lockers, all you see is neat trunking everywhere, and even the trunking itself looks like it's been really well finished off. And look at this table. This is the freestanding table. It weighs an absolute ton and is quite indicative of just how well built everything is on board the Starclass. So you really are investing in a properly well built caravan. Now, all this muscularity doesn't come cheap. Fully laden, the Starclass weighs 1,600 kilograms, so you're going to have an equally muscular tow car to haul it along with. Having said all that, get the match right. Everything should be very sweet indeed. You've got the expected built-in hitch stabilizer, and you also have an electronic traction control system from the chassis manufacturer BPW, IDC, which stands for Intelligent Drive Control, just to keep everything on the straight and narrow as you're hauling along. And inside, all the heavy appliances are all neatly clustered over the axle for optimum weight distribution, so you should be on easy street towing with this one. So in terms of usability, again, the Starclass performs really well. Primarily, this is a caravan that will be used by couples, and given that, the amount of storage on board is absolutely amazing. It's got the biggest drawer I think I've ever seen in caravanning in the kitchen, and some of the cupboards and lockers are so deep, it's a real stretch to get to the back of them, so you should have no trouble keeping everything neat and uncluttered on board. There's a nice feeling of space as you come into the caravan around the kitchen, and elsewhere there are nice little touches such as a light in the wardrobe. The exterior main socket outside also has connectivity for a television, and there's an awning warmer there as well for chilly days. So usability wise, it performs very well. So often in caravans that are otherwise well sorted, I find that the lounge can sometimes be a bit compromised. Not so here. It's absolutely perfect in all regards. It's supremely comfortable. It looks really nice. Okay, it's very small, but it's perfectly formed, and it does make up into a double bed if you have occasional overnighting guests. But the star of the show really is this bedroom. The bed is impressively comfortable. It's huge and exceedingly squidgy. Very nice place to be. The only issue I have with it is it has this full width shelf that coincides exactly with the back of my head when sitting up in reading mode. So I do have a bit of an issue with that. But in other regards, the bedroom is a peach with lovely lighting, a big window on the near side, and plenty of storage opportunities as well. So it's a really nice bedroom. There's plenty to like about the kitchen on the Starclass. Like everywhere else on board, it's a really attractive facility. I do like the granite effect work surface, which is matched by the wall covering just behind. You have the full range of cooking options thanks to an electric hot plate to accompany the gas burners on the hob, the fitted microwave of course, and a separate grill and oven. Very smart slimline fitted fridge on the near side, which has its own separate very big freezer compartment. That's a nice thing to have. Very well lit throughout. There's not a huge amount of work surface though, which is maybe not such a huge issue if there are only two of you. I think you'll get by very well with this kitchen. Now, just like the lounge, the washroom is small but very sweet. It's styled in a very restrained way that means it won't date very quickly, and like the rest of the caravan, everything's supremely well built and well presented, and the twin lights either side of the mirror, which itself covers a storage area, is a very nice design feature. Unlike the rest of the room, there is plenty of room in the shower, although that's a bit lacking in places to put your lotions and potions, but otherwise it's a very nice little facility. It's in the lighting and electrics department that the Starclass serves up what is perhaps its best party trick. Not only are these reading lights in the lounge adjustable in as much as you can slide them along on their runners, but as you can see they also come off completely, so you can move them around to suit whatever you want. So that's a really neat trick to pull off. And the lighting elsewhere on board is also really good. LED lighting everywhere, of course. The two lights in the washroom are especially attractive, and the kitchen, so often forgotten about, is actually very well catered for here. Main sockets wise, again, they're everywhere you would expect to find one, and in the case of the washroom, perhaps wouldn't expect to find one. Central heating operates off either gas or electricity, and for year-round caravanners, I'm pleased to be able to tell you this caravan has underfloor heating for that added touch of luxury. Fitted radio, CD player. It also connects your iPod, so you're well covered there as well. So I think all the options have been covered really well. Well, you know, I'd like the table to be a bit more accessible from inside, and I do have an issue with that shelf above the headboard, but in all other respects this is an absolute cracker. It's a very expensive caravan, but it's supremely well finished off, and although you've parted with quite a lot of money to buy it, you do feel as though you've invested in a quality product.